Mood. Camera on. Personality change.
Action.
जब भी कोई एक्चुअली वॉर में जाता है ना तो आपको पहले फुट सोल्जर चाहिए होते हैं, लेकिन जब रोहित शेट्टी पिक्चर बनाते हैं तो सभी जनरल होते हैं, एक से एक धुरंधर. सर्कस इज हिलेरियसली अमेजिंग इन द ट्रेलर. लेकिन फैमिली वाला जो माहौल यहाँ पे ना, थैंक यू सो मच लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन मुझे ज्वाइन करने के लिए.
थैंक यू
एंड नमस्कार.
और आप जितना ज्यादा विजिबल हो चुके पिछले लास्ट 2 वीक्स में, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ब्रदर मस्ट से एवरीवेयर, चाहे फुटबॉल हो, चाहे वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट हो, चाहे पिक्चर हो, यू आर ऑल ओवर द प्लेस. लव इट.
Cheers, sir. Thank
पूजा,
you.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग मी. सर इतना खूबसूरत ऑफिस है इनका, मैं क्या बताऊं, ऐसे ऑफिस में रोज आने का मन कर रहा है. वरुण, थैंक यू सो मच ब्रदर. आई एम कटिंग द फ्रेम. एंड जैकी, थैंक यू सो मच.
उठ के दिया.
ऑफ कोर्स
इसे बोलते हैं.
अच्छा, पहले मैं तुमसे बात शुरुआत करूंगा. देखिए, धुरिंदर तो यहाँ है, बट ब्रदर लाइक आई सेड द लास्ट 2-3 इयर्स तुमने तो कोविड के टाइम पे भी बॉलीवुड को सपोर्ट किया था. अपनी पिक्चर तुम्हारी रिलीज हुई थी यार. इट्स अ डिफरेंट जोन फॉर यू नाउ. एवरीबॉडी लव्स यू एज यू आर, और तुम्हारा एक अलग अवतार बन चुका है. यू नो देयर वाज अ टाइम जब लोग बोलते थे वरुण प्लस 1 2 3, अब तू सोलो है. सो हाउ इज दिस फीलिंग नाउ टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस अमेजिंगली सुपर सक्सेसफुल फैमिली?
Feels amazing, and now you saying it, I don't know.
Of course.
I'm just feel really happy and blessed here. I like to make people smile. I like to, get them to laugh. And with the grace of God, I've been able to do that for the past so many years. And I really hope that will continue. More importantly, it's just a beautiful feeling to be a part of Cirkus, to be a part of Rohit sir's family, where he's put in me with such legendary talents.
True.
There's so much I've personally learned throughout the process. There's so much, the memories of Cirkus, and not only of Cirkus, I think it started from Dilwale over the years, the association with Rohit sir's family. There's just so much love that him and the entire team has to give. मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा भाई. एंड कोविड की जैसे अगर आपने बात करी है कि दैट फिल्म केम आउट इन कोविड व्हिच वाज रूही. दिस फिल्म सर्कस, टू स्टार्ट ऑफ ये फिल्म जब कोविड में सब लोग घर पे थे, टेक्नीशियंस पूरे जो रोहित सर की टीम है, सारे लोग ही घर पे थे. दिस फिल्म इज हैपेंड सो दैट एवरीवन कुड गेट आउट एंड कुड वर्क टुगेदर, लाइक कुड वर्क अगेन. He initiated this film so that someone had to go out there and should flag off the working, because there are so many people who really wants to work, who've been sitting. Correct. They have to run the families, they have to run everything. So hats off to Rohit sir and the entire team for getting out there as the flag bearers and getting everyone together to do what they love in the most difficult times. So Cirkus, and that also for a film which is all about happiness, which is all about laughter, which is all about love, which is about celebrating something beautiful. So to get out there and work on a film which is so loved and has so much of heart in it in the most difficult times. So sir, thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't simple. It was very complex.
Requires extra time, extra effort, and extra money to be shooting in times like this. We had very strict COVID protocols to make sure that everybody working is safe. But let me tell you, everybody was just happy to be back on set. We have Rohit sir's entire team, all of us included. We really, here's a team that I can say unequivocally loves what they do. And everybody was just so happy to be back on a film set doing what we love to do the most.
Because routine had become so non-routine. इतनी बड़ी बात होगी. But रोहित शेट्टी और फैमिली एंटरटेनर्स वो तो अलग बात है. Obviously there's lots of discussions जो आपने last few दिन में बोला. How जड़ों से हमें rooted रहना चाहिए, और कई बार मैथमेटिक्स में बहुत ज़्यादा हम लोग चले जाते हैं. Just sometimes you do things with the heart. You've always been like this. It's very, very difficult. Sir, you have become so successful and fantastic. All your films are doing so well. Your family has just grown, professional family also. फिर भी अगर रोहित शेट्टी को जो लोग शायद 15-20 साल पहले जानते थे, you're the same. और ये चेंज होना बड़ा मुश्किल है. मतलब how have you stayed like this? मतलब ये शायद 6th floor वाला beautiful office ना था पहले, लेकिन happiness उतनी ही थी.
Exactly.
And how have you stayed untouched by Bollywood?
I don't know. Maybe I know it's not permanent. Maybe that you have to work hard every day. Every Friday is a new Friday for you, and the struggle is same. The hard work is same. When I had nothing. I had to get up at 6 and work. Today, by the grace of God, there's everything. But again, 6 o'clock I have to get up and work, or maybe work more. You know, so that has not changed, and I think we should not take our success and our audience for granted. Ever.
But ऐसे सर बोलना बड़ा आसान हो जाता है. जब आप बाहर खड़े हो, जब रणवीर सिंह जी अपनी गाड़ी में आते हैं, पूरी दुनिया बोल रही है what a car, और ये तो बस अपने प्लेन में ही जा रहे हैं. For example, right? It's very difficult. How does it not affect you? कैसे आप, you know, कई बार लोग blueprint मांगते हैं of how to stay grounded as stars. I really want to ask you guys, all of you are such big stars now. कैसे रह पा रहे हो?
Actually, I've worked with all this.
Yeah.
They are like my family now. Or for that matter, Shah Rukh, or for that matter, Ajay sir or Akshay. Nobody is like that. It's just a perception which is created. Everybody, like, they come, they work, they go. It's just that there are many more such professions. There are many more such talented people in their field. It's just that they are not
Focus
chased.
इन पे ज़्यादा है, correct.
हाँ, focus सिर्फ industry पे रहता है. For the good and the bad, for downfalls, for success, for everything is glorified. Personal relationships are glorified. Failures are glorified. Problems are glorified. Success is also glorified. So that's a plus thing for us. But there are so many other industries which are much bigger than us. There are so many other professions, and there are so many other jobs which are much more difficult than what we are doing. But we are lucky that we get glorified with all our success and our lifestyles, and that comes with a price.
Yeah, I think it's also gratitude because, like, especially for me, I feel like I also remember the times when I wasn't getting work.
Yeah.
You know, like, my story has never been that one film which just took off and then there was like no looking back. It has always been like, oh, that one, then it didn't work. Then I remember there was 1 year I didn't get any work at all, like, you know, like whatsoever. So I remember that, so I'm so grateful that, oh my God, something's coming. I'm working. I'm really like, I don't want to take it for granted because I know that. You know, plus if you meet my parents, they will never let it go to my head. They'll just be like...
And plus, I think this one particular profession, because my dad was in this profession,
Of
I think
course.
it's quite an adventurous profession. That's why if you see that the second generation or third generation choose the same profession.
Correct.
Because it's not a 9 to 6 job. It's very adventurous. You look forward
Correct.
to get up and go to work.
Yeah.
There are
But I meet people also जो बोलते हैं यार बैकअप कब होगा, मतलब स्टार्टिंग में आके, और वो सिर्फ a lot of them do it, अभी क्या सस्टेनेंस हो जाता है, पैसा
वो
आ
क्या है
रहा
ना, फिर
थोड़ा
उनका
ये।
बहुत जल्दी पैकअप भी हो जाता है.
Maybe, but there's not something bad by saying that also. We have our days, yeah, where we are like, कि अरे चलो रे.
But circus पर ऐसा नहीं हुआ.
नहीं यार,
No, in fact, pack-up के बाद we
बाद
used to
भी-
stay.
we used to stay.
We used to be like, चला अभी कुछ और करते हैं, या फिर, you know, we'll be like, हाँ, we'll go in half an hour.
We
It
never
was
left.
like-
We never left the set. We just
Yeah.
stayed there.
You know, to add on to that, what also said and what Pooja also just said, that about being grateful. I have seen that. Like, I still remember, Abhi, like, with the grace of God, this city is plastered with circus outdoors.
Yeah.
My God, I haven't seen so many hoardings for a movie in my whole life.
Ever.
Me and a friend of mine, very old friend of mine, so मैंने उसको फोन करा, हमारा प्रमोशंस हो रही थी, मैंने कहा भाई गेड़ी मारने चलते हैं. कहता है क्यों? मैंने कहा भाई सिर्फ ना देख के आते हैं पोस्टर्स और सब कुछ. Salil was not exaggerating or not just saying it for the heck of it. Me and my friend, we went in the night. We stood under one hoarding. Me and my friend, we were sitting and वो हम मतलब घर से चाय लेके गए थे, तो ऐसी चाय पी रहे थे, and we were looking at that. Every time, and happens with a lot of actors, a lot of filmmakers and all that, you feel that in a city like Mumbai where you've kind of dreamed of getting into the industry, there's a poster which is there. So every time it's new. I remember Ranveer bhai, when we were doing the photo shoot of the posters and all that, and we had a sequence of Ranveer bhai and me, we were holding hands and stuff like that in the pictures. He, like, ekdam se I came in and he said, he's like, Varun, it's such a beautiful day. पिक्चर का पोस्टर शूट कर रहे हैं, रोहित शेट्टी के पिक्चर का पोस्टर शूट कर रहे हैं हम यार. Just be grateful, it's so nice. So that everyday thing which is there, like with Rohit sir, so many years, so many blockbusters, the biggest director of the country. Every day when we come to the office, the same, I personally feel it's the same excitement of a new film. It's like that, is that first venture kind of coming out, the excitement and stuff like that.
अभी for example, अभी आपको पता नहीं चलेगा, ये कल लोग देख चुके होंगे इस पिक्चर को फॉर एग्जांपल, और वैसी एक्साइटमेंट, नर्वसनेस नहीं है, वैसी एक्साइटमेंट है जैसे वाओ लव इट, एंड वन पर्सन आई फील हु इज excitement and energizer bunny who can match you is her. Jacqueline is that, isn't she? Like, you know, just before I come and speak to her also about this,
I've
can she
always
match you?
told Jacqueline over
Yeah.
the years. Firstly, I was really looking forward to working with her. Glad I got the opportunity in this movie because I've always viewed her as somebody who is a very positive person.
Yeah, always.
Who exudes and is radiant, and she has a luminosity that is infectious. Whenever I'd see her, she'd always be smiling. Whenever you'd meet her, or you know, you'd see her in a social scenario, she's like a
Positive.
bundle of joy
You've
and
always got this
positivity.
great smile.
You know,
And it's not plastic because I've seen you too many times, even off camera. It's always smiling.
and it's because
No,
she's
it
so
feels genuine.
centered. You know, she meditates. She takes care of her mind, body, and spirit. So she's able to generate that light that she casts upon others. So I've always viewed her as a very, very positive person, and I've always wanted to work with her. And I'm glad I got a chance to in Cirkus.
Thank you. But
Lots of lovely words for the whole cast.
She's also very giving, you know, and when
Oh, and
it's
especially
very
if it comes
rare.
to cakes. I tell
there's
you.
one
I saw
We-
Today, yaar, यही
We've
है.
been
She
friends,
just got us a Christmas
you're
cake
gonna
today also.
मार्जिपैन वगैरह आए क्रिसमस के टाइम पे.
When
Jacqueline
was the last
तरफ
time you
से-
had a marzipan or a plum cake?
we're gonna have one today.
Oh, really?
We had that day also. She bought it.
But listen,
Yeah,
Boss
this is she
every
today she bought the Christmas gift.
but listen, Jacqueline, I have to say, you have maintained. You know, it's always tough.
Oh, it's very tough.
Like,
Trust
brother,
me,
but
it's very tough.
you're breaking into industry. You're breaking into industry where
Oh.
everyone's judging you for your performance. You're a supposed outsider when you come in there. Things aren't working supposedly. Then you end up doing these large ensemble films. They work, and thereafter there will always be detractors. चलो रोहित शेट्टी की 200 करोड़ बना ली, लेकिन बोलते हैं क्या हीरोइन का कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन है? चलो इस फिल्म में जैकलीन का कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन है? So you've also had to keep on at it. Is it now that it's seemingly settled? Yeah. Even now on a Friday morning or Saturday morning.
I think, like Sir also said, it's never really settled. I mean, like, also, I don't think we'd ever want it to be that way.
Yeah.
You know, we wake up every morning. I think we're just so grateful that we have an opportunity to be the artists, you know, or to be in this world, to be in this field. And I don't think we ever want to kind of be in a comfort zone. I think that's just the kind
But
of
you
human
also have a
beings
relaxed
we
zone,
are.
right? Don't you want to be in a relaxed zone on Monday? Thank God the film is done.
I think we're more relaxed when we're working, actually.
Yeah,
I don't think we'd be
actually.
relaxed if we sat at home and we were like, you know, I think when we're at work, we're just like, we're at work, you know, so it's like, it feels good. Right?
और एक ना भाई सबसे बड़ी चीज मेरे को ऐसा लगता है स्पेशली मुंबई में करमबू जहाँ भी आप काम करते हो सबसे बड़ी ब्लेसिंग लाइफ में पता है क्या है आप सुबह उठे हो और आपको काम पे जाना है
उससे बेटर कोई चीज
Yeah.
नहीं.
उससे
That's it.
बेटर
उससे
उससे
better
अलावा
कोई
नहीं
चीज
है
नहीं.
That
मैं
is
आपको
it.
कह रहा हूँ आप सुबह उठते हो एंड दिस इज फॉर
Everyone.
एवरीवन इवन एस्पायरिंग एक्टर हम सुबह उठते हैं जब हम ऑडिशन देते हैं कुछ है आप सुबह उठ के तैयार हुए हो और आप काम पे जा रहे हो वो ऑडिशन देना हो वो आपका एड शूट पे हो वो आपके फिल्म पे हो वो आपके थिएटर रिहर्सल्स पे हो वो किसी भी मीडिया के रिलेटेड बात कर रहा हूँ आपके म्यूजिक सेशन पे हो किसी भी उसमें हो लेकिन आप इस शहर में उठे हो और आपको सुबह तैयार होकर काम पे जाना है उससे ऊपर कोई चीज नहीं है
That's
I
the
think-
blessing
but,
itself.
but don't just I just got wind up here also. But this is for Rohit and you. How can you not have pressure on Monday morning? Is there Monday sometimes very stressful? Sometimes when you wake up, I know so many people like Akshay sir तो बाहर निकल जाते हैं, अखबार नहीं पढ़ते हैं. He doesn't do the Friday, Saturday, Sundays. You know the problem with even a Rohit Shetty or a Ranveer Singh is even if you do 100 crores, they'll say अरे 200 होने चाहिए. OTT से कितना आ रहा है? I loved 83.
I don't know
you
about
were
boss,
brilliant first one
honest.
83. I have to just tell you. Just
Cheers,
too
my
good.
bro.
But the question
Thank
is
you.
not that. I mean, the effort, the Ranveer Singh's flamboyance takes over his hard work that he put into being Kapil Dev. Arey Ranveer hai. So same with both of you. When you wake up, is there some anxiety of getting numbers?
I'll take it first because I also want to know what it is like for him. Look, I'm a part of the film, right?
Yeah.
But he's the author, he's the producer, director,
Writer.
he's all of it, right? So it'll be a very different experience for him. He's actually made it. I'm just a part of it. So for me personally, like Varun said, man, and she said as well, if you're never too, if you have it really fresh in your head, all those instances when there was nothing, then you'll only be full of gratitude. And if you're full of gratitude, then that's what really will drive you, propel you. For me, I'm not a result-oriented person. For me, the process is the prize. So like they said, the fact that we get to go on set and do what we love to do, that's the prize, that's the reward in itself. So above and beyond that, if you get accolades and you get fame, money, whatever else there is that comes with it, they are all blessings as well. But they are pluses, bonuses. You know, just the fact that we have work and we get to do that work, the work that we love to do, that itself is the greatest prize, the greatest reward, the greatest blessing. And I feel fulfilled there only. उसके ऊपर जो भी आया, सोने पे सुहागा. What's it like for you?
आपके लिए उसके ऊपर आया या फिर मैथमेटिक्स चलती रहती है?
Mathematics चलती रहती है.
I want to add something.
Most important,
and in all seriousness, boss, I want to add to Salil's question. A track record. Touch wood, yeah. Touch wood. I really want to
Yes.
Touch
touch
the
some
head. Head is enough.
wood.
Head is enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
touch wood.
Yeah.
15 years. Boasting of a track record that nobody else. It's a
And
unique,
commercial. Let me add that also.
It's a unique record.
Yes.
Unique track record. You know, it's like it's and you built it over the years and now it's become this, man. It's like Rohit Shetty's cinema is a brand in itself. You buy the ticket based on just that.
Yeah.
It could be anyone in the movie. Doesn't matter, right? When you build something like that, there ought to be pressure, right? What do you have to say, boss?
Yeah, I really want to know this. I really want to know what's going on in your mind.
The most important thing for me, when the film is releasing, or for my team, is were we honest with the film or not? Every day. That's the most important thing. Yes, we were honest. And yes, the perception-wise, whether it is Cirkus or any other film, I know that this film, I'm the producer of the film, and I know I can say it openly that we don't need that much of business to come and profit. It's like not even 100 crore for that matter.
ऐसा
The
मत
way
बोलो
it's
सर.
been made.
You would still
But I know
Yeah.
that perception-wise, still the film doesn't do a big number because it's my film. It will be like any other person who would have made the same film, they would be like, "हाँ, इतना business हो गया, it's a blockbuster." For me, and I take it as a compliment. I take it as an advantage because I know that people will come to see a Rohit Shetty film. So if they are coming for my name or they have an, I would say, they have that kind of faith, then I'm ready to pay this price, this stress. You know, very few directors have this kind of a legacy where the audience have faith in you that they want to see your film.
Less than a handful.
Yeah.
You know, actually,
But that's also saying something. Like, that's like great
Huge.
information in terms of like, you always think that because it's Rohit sir's film, it's gonna need so much to recover. You know what I mean? I'm very surprised he's saying.
Aside from the fact that I'm in this movie and the last one and the last one and probably the next one, and you know, aside from that, as an audience, I know it's Rohit Shetty's movie. I'm buying that ticket.
My Mama Ji, bhai, my Mama Ji, I'm sitting in Ghaziabad.
Yeah.
Once the trailer came out, I was like, they called me and we were generally chatting and stuff like that. I said, "Kaise lagha?" The only thing he said, sitting in Ghaziabad, Mama Ji, my Mama Ji, he's like, "Beta, Rohit Shetty ji ki picture hai, wo to dekhni hai, puri family ke sath."
Yeah.
Despite of the Bhanja also being nothing else. In a Rohit Shetty sir film, everyone, I think it's for Rohit Shetty sir, people are coming.
You know,
to
I'm
watch
actually
the
going to
film.
hold that thought before we wrap up. I just want, you know, it's very different to say that you can do a commercial film for 15 years. It's not possible anymore with this audience because you will have the critics that will blast you forever. You will have the so-called intelligentsia that will say that this is not smart enough for me. This is not the kind of stories. सिर्फ गाड़ियाँ फोड़ रहे हैं. I remember there was a time they said गाड़ियाँ blast करे कौन सी बड़ी बात है. Bro, try and get गाड़ियाँ फोड़ के 200 crores and then we'll talk. You know, so I think you got to put your money where your mouth is. Rohit Shetty's done that for all these years. So brother,
For 15 years straight, my bro.
and like you said, आपने खुद बोल दिया है. Not that much money is to be made, so don't worry about it. Thank you so much हमें join करने के लिए on Radio City. But like I said, I could go on for hours. But yeah.
I would like to say, it's not about the money, man.
Yeah.
It's not about the box office.
Yeah.
He really just loves his work. What is he going to do? Buy another Lamborghini? You know, what is he going to do?
Yeah.
He has more money than he needs, honestly. He makes cinema because he loves to entertain people, tell stories and loves to spread joy, you know. It's really about that. And that's what Circus is about. It doesn't matter box office. It doesn't matter. What really matters is that after COVID, in the month of December, at a time where we all get together with our families and want to make memories and spend quality time with our family, there comes this offering of entertainment that you go with your friends and family, watch a Rohit Shetty film, laugh your head off, backslapping, high-fiving, just rolling on the floor, laughing. You feel, after you laugh for two plus hours, you actually feel giddy.
Yeah, of course.
You actually have that feeling. So that's really what it's about. He's a servant of his audience, and he's here to serve them entertainment and a certain feeling of joy and lightness that has been missing for a long time. That's really what it's about.
This is the December. Yeah, please.
I just like to say only because I have that audience in my house, right? Like I was asking my dad because he loves Rohit, so I said, why? Like, what's your logic? I just wanted to do that little chabi. Yeah. So I said because he was talking about कि गाड़ियाँ blow up करते, and my dad is like, listen, मेरे life में बहुत tension है. When I go to the film, I want to watch, laugh. He's very clear. He's like hero नहीं होना चाहिए, heroine. Like he wants to see pretty people, he wants to see colors, he wants to laugh, he wants to enjoy, forget his stress and go back home. And that's what Rohit is doing for him. So he's like, I'm great. Thoda action होना चाहिए, comedy होना चाहिए. It's all in one package.
Simple formula.
It's very simple.
This is actually the blueprint. आप लोगों को blueprint चाहिए था. This is the blueprint.
Last night I was watching Golmaal after finishing work, right? I'm sitting. Okay, now my phone is where everything happens, right? So this is for stress. Television screen where I'm watching Golmaal, stress buster.
Yeah.
It's like if you are stressed, worried, tense,
Watch
come
Cirkus.
and relieve yourself. And that's really what he does as a maker, alleviates the burden that people carry around. And that I think is a beautiful thing.
Thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, I could have carried on for hours. I would have wanted to carry on for hours. Picture ke baad. We'll have a success party after the picture. Cirkus it is 23rd. Make sure you check it out. Take care and bye-bye.